The stars shone bright against the black void as Captain Kim looked out from the bridge of the UES Dauntless. Earth's most advanced ship cut through space like a knife. The year was 2157, and humans had spread to 12 planets beyond Earth. "Captain, I'm picking up strange energy readings," said Dr. Li Jin. Her eyes never left her screen. As the ship's top scientist, she had seen many strange things, but this was different. "Show me," ordered Captain Kim Tae-ho. His voice was firm but calm. The screen lit up with waves of purple energy. They pulsed like a heartbeat. "It's coming from just beyond that small moon," Dr. Li pointed. Captain Kim nodded. "Take us closer, but stay alert." As they moved forward, a damaged ship came into view. It was unlike any they had seen before. Its hull was golden and shaped like a leaf. Flames shot out from one side. "They're in trouble," said Kim. "Prepare to help them." Dr. Li looked worried. "Captain, I'm reading only one life sign. And there's something else coming. Something big." Before Kim could respond, the ship's alarms blared. On the far side of the moon, darkness seemed to move. It wasn't just one ship. It was hundreds, maybe thousands. They moved as one, like a swarm of insects. "Get that ship on board now," shouted Kim. The rescue team worked fast. Minutes later, they brought a tall, thin being to the bridge. Its skin was pale blue, with 4 arms and large, sad eyes. "Thank you," it said in perfect English. "I am Raoul of the Eridani. You must run. They are coming." "Who is coming?" asked Kim. "The Void," whispered Raoul. "They consume worlds. They have destroyed thousands of civilizations. My people are gone." Dr. Li looked at her readings again. "The swarm is changing course. They're heading toward us." "We need to go back to Earth," said Kim. "They need to be warned." 1 week later, Kim stood before Earth's Defense Council. The room was tense as he finished his report. "So this void has marked Earth for death?" asked Park Sun-woo, the defense director. His face was grim. "Yes," said Kim. "Raoul says they target any species that might one day challenge them." "Then we should hide or run," said one council member. "No," said Kim firmly. "Every species that ran was hunted down. Every one that hid was found." "What would you have us do?" asked Park. "Fight a force that has destroyed thousands of worlds." Kim looked around the room. "Yes, exactly that." Murmurs of disbelief filled the room. "Raoul told me something important," continued Kim. "The Void has never faced humans before. They expect us to act like the others, to follow patterns, but that's not who we are." "What makes us different?" asked a woman in the back. "We adapt," said Kim. "We're unpredictable. When pushed to the edge, we don't give up. We push back harder." The room fell silent. Finally, Park stood up. "You're asking us to fight an enemy that no one has ever beaten." Kim nodded. "I'm asking us to be human, to face the worst nightmare the galaxy has ever seen and show them what that really means." Park looked at the others, then back at Kim. "Then we better start preparing. The Void is coming, and humanity will be ready." The council voted. The decision was made. Earth would fight. And the galaxy's worst nightmare was about to meet its match. 6 months passed. Earth had changed. All nations now worked as one. Factories that once made cars now built ships and weapons. Children practiced drills, and adults trained for war. Captain Kim stood on the bridge of his ship again. This time, he watched the Void from a safe distance. "They move like one mind," said Dr. Li. She had not slept much in days. Her eyes were tired but focused. "Each ship is like a finger on a hand." "Can we beat them?" asked Kim. Dr. Li looked up from her screen. "Not with normal fighting. But maybe we don't have to." Before she could explain, a message came in. The Void had attacked New Busan, the farthest human colony. "We need to go now," said Kim. New Busan was a small colony on a dusty planet. When Kim's ship arrived, he expected to find only ashes. Instead, he found a fight still going on. "How are they still alive?" asked one of his crew. On the surface, a man named Choi Dai led the defense. Once a thief, now he was a hero. His men did not fight like soldiers. They hid in caves, struck fast, and disappeared. "The Void expects us to fight like an army," Choi told Kim when they met. "So we fight like ghosts instead." The Void ships seemed confused. They were used to enemies who fought in straight lines with clear plans. Humans did not do that. They were messy. They changed plans. They took risks. For the first time, the Void lost ships without destroying their enemy. Back on Earth, Dr. Lee made a big discovery. She had captured a small Void ship and studied it. They talked to each other through quantum links, she told the Defense Council, like a brain talking to its hands. But we can break that link. She showed them a new weapon, a quantum disruptor. When used, nearby Void ships could not talk to each other. They became weak and confused. "This could change everything," said Park. Captain Kim and Ral visited other aliens who were hiding from the Void. At first, none wanted to help. "You will all die," said one alien leader. "All who fight the Void die." "Maybe," said Kim. "But we're still fighting. And we're still here." Bai Jaiho, Earth's best diplomat, spoke next. "Alone, we may fall. Together, we might win." One by one, the aliens joined them. Each brought new ideas and technologies. Some knew how to hide ships. Others had strong weapons. Together, they formed the Alliance of Sentience. 1 year after the Void first appeared, humans had done what no species had ever done. They had survived. In his ship, Captain Kim looked at the stars again. The Void was still out there, still strong. But now, humans were not alone. "They thought we would be easy to kill," said Kim to Dr. Lee. "They thought we would follow rules and patterns." Dr. Lee smiled. "They don't understand humans very well, do they?" "No," said Kim. "And that will be their downfall." The plan was set. They would not just defend. They would attack. They would find the heart of the Void and end this war. It would be dangerous. Many would not return. But as Kim looked at his crew, human and alien together, he knew they had a chance. The galaxy's worst nightmare was about to learn a lesson. Never underestimate the spirit of humanity. Captain Kim looked at the star map. The heart of the Void was marked with a red dot. It sat at the center of enemy space, protected by thousands of ships. "Are we really going there?" asked one of his crew. "Yes," said Kim. "We have no choice." Dr. Lee stood beside him. In her hand was a small black box, her newest weapon. "This can split the Void's mind," she explained. "But we must get very close to use it." The mission was dangerous. Many said it was impossible, but 10 ships from the Alliance agreed to go. Each carried the best fighters from different worlds. The journey was hard. They lost 3 ships in the first attack. 2 more fell at the next battle. Near a small moon, they were spotted again. This time, the Void sent 100 ships. "We can't beat that many," said Ral, fear in his voice. Choi Dai stepped forward. "You don't have to. My ship will draw them away." "That's suicide," said Kim. Choi smiled. "I was a thief, remember? I'm good at running." Before anyone could stop him, Choi's ship flew toward the Void fleet. It fired its weapons, drawing attention. The Void ships followed him, away from Kim's team. They never saw Choi again. Finally, they reached it, a massive structure around a dying star. The Void's central home. "That's it," whispered Dr. Lee. "The Nexus." Inside, the walls pulsed with life. Strange light flowed like blood in veins. The air felt heavy. In the center chamber, they found something unexpected. Not a monster, but a sad sight. Millions of small creatures joined together. They looked like they had once been normal aliens. Suddenly, all the creatures spoke as one. "Why do you fight? All others run or hide." Kim stepped forward. Because that's not who we are. Join us, said the void. Become part of our mind. No more pain. No more fear. No more freedom, replied Kim. No more choice. No more being human. The void seemed confused. Choice brings pain. Unity brings peace. Unity without choice isn't peace, said Dr. Lee. It's just another kind of death. She opened her black box. It hummed with energy. This won't destroy you, she told the void. It will free you. Light shot out from the box. It touched the joined creatures. Slowly, they began to separate. The single mind of the void broke into millions of individual minds. For the first time, in thousands of years, each creature felt its own thoughts. Some cried, others laughed. Many just looked around in wonder. What have you done? Asked one creature. We gave you back yourselves, said Kim. 5 years later, the galaxy was at peace. The beings once called the void now called themselves the awakened. They joined the alliance as friends. On Earth, statues honored those who fought, including Choi Da. But the greatest change was in how the galaxy saw humans. They don't fear us for our weapons, Kim told his wife, Dr. Lee, as they prepared for a new mission beyond the galaxy. They respect us for our spirit. Do you think the void was right? She asked. Is unity better than individuality? Kim looked at the stars through their window. Not unity by force, but unity by choice. That's what saved us all. Their ship rose from Earth, one of many now exploring the universe. Humanity had faced the galaxy's worst nightmare and shown it a better dream.